everybody, it's Emily at Schooling, and I thought I should do a reading vlog. This is mostly just because I don't want to look at my phone anymore. I've been doom scrolling too much. I've been spending too much time in these negative thoughts, and I just want to take a break from that. I just want to read. I just want to not think about my reality for a little while. So I thought, let's just pretend for a minute that I just live in a nice, cozy, comfy world full of books and tea. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that this weekend. It's Thursday weekend. I don't know. My family's been sick for weeks, and I'm starting to come down with it, and I just want to start my weekend now. So that's what I'm doing. So what am I planning on reading this long weekend, these next 4 days? So I'm finishing up Eleanor of Avignon. I have like an hour left, I think, on the audio, so I'm probably gonna finish this today. I have book club tomorrow, so I need to finish it so that I can like plan out my book club discussion that I'm having tomorrow afternoon. So that's my first like priority for finishing this. This is historical fiction. It's medieval. It's set during like the height of the Black Death, the plague in Europe. We're in France, and we're following a character who is one of my favorite tropes. It's a woman in science. She wants to be a doctor. Her mother was a midwife and very talented, and she knew a lot about midwifery, but also just healing in general, and she's kind of passed down some of this knowledge to Eleanor, but her mother was also considered to be a witch. And when she died, the priests wouldn't give her last rites and stuff, so like it's kind of put a stigma on her, but she is determined anyway that she wants to use her abilities for good. And then of course the plague comes to France, and like we're dealing with all of that on top of everything else. So I'm loving this. This is I think going to be a 5-star. Like I said, I still have like, I don't know, about 100 pages, less than 100 pages? What page am I on? I'm on page 232, and there are... Where is the last page? Oh yeah, so I have like 65, 70 pages left, so definitely gonna finish this today. And I expect it to be 5 stars. This is the book that my channel members and I chose to read for our first seasonal reads book club. If you haven't heard, I have channel memberships open, and one of the perks of channel memberships is I have a book club with them that we only do 4 times a year, because I could not add too much more to my schedule, but I did want to do that. So we have a book club that meets 4 times a year seasonally, and so this is our winter book club selection. And so we're meeting to do that tomorrow on my Discord, and I am just really excited about it because it's a different format and a different little setup, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm also reading a cozy, cute little middle grade because I needed that right now. This is Noah Frye Gets Crushed by Maggie Horn. I'm kind of writing a lit bite for it, but I don't know yet until I finish if it's enough to flesh into a full lit bite. Like sometimes a book is cute and fun and I enjoy it and I want people to read it, but it doesn't necessarily have enough to flesh out into a full unit, you know what I mean? So I'm writing it as I'm reading it, but I don't know yet if it's gonna actually be a lit bite, but I'm trying. This is so cute though. This is a middle grade about a girl named Noah, and you know, she and her friends are like just starting their teen years, or turning 13, so they're all like 12 and 13, and her friends are starting to have crushes on boys, and that is becoming the dominant conversation, and Noah just doesn't get it. She doesn't like any of the boys at school enough to have a crush, and she doesn't even know what a crush really is. She hasn't experienced it, and she's feeling really left out in her friend group, and so she's like a sciencey kid, and so she's devised this like scientific experiment, like, okay, well, my hypothesis is if I pretend I'm having a crush and I force myself to like a boy, then I will eventually feel the crush feelings and I'll have something to talk about with my friends and everything will be great. So that's the plot so far, but I think based on the synopsis, I did read a little bit of the synopsis of this one. She's going to start noticing that she's having those crush feelings for her friend Jessa, not for the boy that she's trying to force herself to like. And that's going to, you know, start a whole awakening, I think. So it's so cute, though. Ugh. I love books like this. It's just very cozy, and I'm enjoying it. And then, because it's almost the end of the month and I haven't gotten to it yet, I need to read my 5-star predictions book. So I have If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio that I at least want to start. I don't know if I'm going to finish this weekend, but I could. If I actually do stop looking at my phone, I will have more time to actually read. And this is like a chunky book. It's not like ridiculous, but it's definitely not a short read. This is like over 350 pages. It's possible. I could do it. Those are the books I'm planning to read this weekend. I'm also in the process of downloading my Kindle books, and oh my god. I did not realize, like, I knew I had a lot of stuff. I've had a Kindle for at least 10 years. So I've accrued, I've collected, I have acquired a lot of books. It's over 500. And I'm like, what? How? So now I'm kind of also weeding through, because I'm like, do I actually want all of these books? I mean, some of the stuff is so old that I don't even remember what it is. So, you know, so not only do I need to download the things I want, but I need to like I have to figure out what everything, like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with that, but I have Caliber again. I used to have Caliber, and then for whatever reason, I don't even know what happened. I had Caliber when it first became a thing, and I don't have it now. I think I lost it a few computers ago, and so I had to re-download that, and I'm going through my books, and I don't know. Y'all, I have a problem. I have a book collecting problem. But when they're a daily deal, my god, what do you do? And you see something that sounds interesting and it's only 99 cents or it's free or whatever, you download it, right? Like you get it. And then you worry about it later. And now I'm worrying about it later. And I'm kind of hating myself for that. But it's what it is. I have a few days to sort through that. So that is the thing I'll be doing this weekend. That will be taking up some of my time. So anything to distract from reality, right? So anyway, yeah, welcome to the vlog where I will be reading and denying reality and drinking copious amounts of tea and trying not to succumb to the illness that has been attacking my family. So, enjoy! So it's now like 3:30 and I haven't read yet, but I did film a whole video and edit. So I have done something today. So I'm gonna make some more tea, and then I think I'm gonna read for the rest of the afternoon. I'm starting to feel worse again. I was super sick last night. Like fever, chills, body aches, stomach hurting. I went to bed early, slept pretty well, woke up this morning with an appetite, and I thought, oh, I'm feeling a little better. That's good. And it's just been a downward slope. We have the plague here, I think. I don't know. I've got 2 kids still having coughing fits. 1 still running a fever. Sarah's feeling weird now, and I'm just like, can we stop? Can we not? But yeah, I edited a whole video. I filmed and edited a whole video. So like, I've been doing things. I'm doing the things. I'm just, you know, I think I'm done doing the things. I'm gonna go make some more tea. And then I'm gonna gonna read and zone out because I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Because I know you want to know my hyperfixation snack. And ignore the mess behind me. My kitchen's a mess because we're all sick and it's whatever. I have some dates. These were pitted. I don't usually buy the pitted ones, but that's what my husband picked up, so that's what we have. I take dates. Fun fact about me, I usually can't eat dried fruit because if I overdo the fiber, it throws my whole system out of whack, but I'm obsessed with these and they don't bother me, so who knew? I have almond butter. I have this one that I've been eating because it's what we found at the store, but almond butter is almond butter. Although I do prefer this because it's less goopy and it stuffs better. So I cut the date, I put a spoon of almond butter in. I've done this with peanut butter too, but I don't know, lately it's the almond butter that has been doing it for me. So I stuff it with the almond butter, and then I love these, and I'm so bummed that when I went to Trader Joe's this week, they didn't have any. And I think I only have one more bag, which is a problem because I take these because I like that they're like big chunks. Like, I don't know if like it's a little bigger than a chocolate chip. And I stuff them in and then I eat it. And it's so good. Like, I've seen people be like, oh, if you stuff it like this, it's better than a Snickers. And no. But it's yummy and it does what I need it to do. So, I swear I'm going to read today. I'm going to do it. It's Friday morning. I finished Eleanor of Avignon last night. And I thought I would talk about it with you guys for a minute. I have book club later today. But I wanted to kind of talk about why I love this book so much. This is a book I only like vaguely heard about when it came out last year, and I'd had it like marked in my notes as something to keep an eye on, and I still hadn't heard anyone talk about it. So I put it on my Christmas list because like that's what I do. When I'm unsure of a book, but I really do want it, I'll throw it on my Christmas list, and usually my husband will buy those for me. So I got this for Christmas, and I was just so curious about it because this sounded like a book that was written for me. It's about a woman in science, and it's medieval, and it has to do with like the Black Death, and it just sounded right for me. And this was like the perfect book for me. Like I loved this so much. I listened to the audio mostly, but I was like also kind of tandem reading in the book with my eyes, and the audio was great too. This is a story about a woman named Eleanor who, her mother was a midwife, and she was kind of renowned for her healing abilities, and like people would often go to her for help for things outside of midwifery. But she also was accused of witchcraft, because of course she was. Any woman doing things like this was. And so when she died in childbirth, the priest would not consecrate her grave. Like, so she was abandoned basically by the church, and it really upset Eleanor, and it kind of made her anxious about doing the thing that she loves, which is following in her mother's footsteps as a midwife and a healer and an herbalist. And so one day she's out collecting some herbs, and she stumbles upon a man who is like, wow, can you show me what you just did and how you're going to use that? Come back with me to my office. And like, she ends up convincing him, this renowned doctor, physician to the Pope, convincing him to take her on as an apprentice. And so we're following this woman who is extremely talented as a healer, as an herbalist, as a midwife, and we're following her like trajectory into a place of power, which of course leads her into dangerous places when the Black Death hits. And like, there's so many like aspects of the story that I just loved. I loved Eleanor as a character. I think she's really well written. And you can definitely feel her anxiety and fear around like what she's doing, knowing that it puts her in danger, but also knowing that she has to do it because she has this ability that she feels like she needs to use it. Like it would be wrong not to help. And so like they're doing things like dissecting bodies. They had to get like special dispensation from the Pope to allow for that so that they could understand the Black Death better and try to see what they could do to heal it. And people are in a panic about that because like to them that's just the worst crime you could commit. There's a whole part of the story where they're scapegoating the Jewish people who live nearby because of course they did, like claiming that they were the ones spreading the plague, but they weren't dying of it because they're immune because of course they are, but they weren't. They were also being sick, and they were also losing people. And so I loved this story so much. This was the easiest 5-star that I've had this year. Like no thoughts, just absolute perfect book. I loved it. I'm excited to see what other people thought of it because to me this was amazing, and I feel like this is going to be in my top 10 at the end of the year because I just feel like it was such an impactful read. I loved it, especially like reading about medicine and stuff back then, and the way people talked about things and the way they were treating things, but also the way people were led by fear. Felt so resonant with what's happening today, and I was just like, oh my god, have we learned nothing? Like the end of this book, I was so angry feeling like the rage inside of me at these stupid people panicking over a woman helping, like but anywho, I feel like when I read things like this, I used to think like, wow, I'm so glad that we've grown so much as a society. I'm so glad we've learned what we've learned and that I live now and not then. And then I read it in 2025 and I go, we've learned nothing. People are people. I'm glad I read this. It was absolutely a great book. So I have book club this afternoon. And other than that, I don't really have anything going on today. So my plans are to finish Noah Frye Gets Crushed because I really wanted to get this done today. I think I only have like another hour-ish in the audio, so I should be able to get through this relatively quickly. So I want to read that, and if I get time, I might start If We Were Villains today, but I don't know yet because I'm probably going to enter wait mode any minute now until book club. But I do need to like sit down and come up with like my discussion points and things so that I'm like prepared for that. Also, my video went up this morning that I did yesterday about gendering books, and my anxiety levels are a little bit high because of that, because it's a controversial video and I'm always nervous, but so far it's been positive. So I've only gotten like one negative comment, which I expect some negativity, but also like, we'll see. I don't know. I'm hoping it's mostly positive. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say I get anxious when I post a controversial video. So here's the new video here, the Stop Gendering Books, and it's only had like 28 views, but it's had 11 comments. But look at the ratio there on likes versus dislikes. Oh my god. Technically, it says, hold on, there's only been 6 likes and 2 dislikes, but still, that makes the ratio look so low. Oh my god, please don't be mean to me. I'm just a little guy. It's like almost 5 p.m. I don't feel good. Like today has been like the worst for like, I feel like I've been sick this entire month. And it started out because I was trying to do anxiety meds. My body really did not like that. and I ended up just not taking them anymore. I weaned myself off of those, and just as I did that, everyone in my house got sick. And so now I'm sick with whatever that's been. And today has been the worst. I don't feel good. I was trying my best, but this got a DNF. And I cannot honestly tell you if it's because I'm sick and I just don't like this right now because my brain's a little fluffy and fuzzy, or if I really just am not vibing with this book. I don't like it. I feel like, thank you. I feel like the characters in this book are somehow both like blatant stereotypes of pretentious, awful people, but also so bland that I just like don't even care. I don't care. I made it like, I don't know. I made it through all of Act 1. So like almost 100 pages. And I was just like, you know what? My brain cannot right now. So then I have to sit here and scroll through all of my ebook? All of my audiobook options. And I remembered I had the audio for Cinderella is Dead, which is Kaylin Bayron's debut. And Sarah owned it. So I have the physical copy too. And I thought that might be nice because one, it's YA. It's like a fairy tale retelling scenario. So it's like, I think my brain can handle it. But also, it's an author that I've been wanting to read more of. So I thought, since I have it, I should give that a shot. So I've just listened to the first, 8 chapters, I think. And I'm liking it so far. It's like, it's not anything amazing yet. Like right now, if I had to give it a rating, I'd say this is a solid 3. But like a good 3, if that makes sense. But it feels like a very like classic early 2000s YA. The main character is spunky and I am enjoying her story so far. My dog will not stop barking. Oh my god. And this is like, this is kind of like what if a village decided that they were going to live by the values of the Cinderella story, except in the most like patriarchal way possible. So like they have to attend the ball so that they can get married off. And, you know, if you live just right, you're the goodest of girls, maybe the fairy godmother will come and you'll get to have a prince. But probably not because, you know, you're just going to get married off to whoever will accept you. And that is all you can hope for. And if you're not married off by the time you're 18, you're a spinster. And, yeah, so that's where we're at with this. The main character, this is also a queer story, so the main character does not really want to get married to any man, but, you know, that's just what you have to do. And her mother is enforcing, like, you have to, so just put those feelings in your pocket and deal with it, basically. So anyway, I'm gonna stick this out, I think, because I think it'll be a relatively quick read too. So perhaps I'll even finish it by the end of the weekend. I don't know. It's possible. We'll see. But mostly I just feel like crap and I need something to distract me. So hopefully that will do. But I don't know if I'll be able to check back in later today, but probably tomorrow I'll let you know if I finished it or not. Good morning. Or I guess it's not morning anymore. Good afternoon. It is now Sunday. I feel better today. Still not like working at 100%, but like I'm better. So I think I can like do things. I don't know. I'd like to anyway. I've showered. I did the dishes. Like I'm doing my best. So I just wanted to pop in and talk a little bit about Cinderella is Dead. This is Kaylin Bayron's debut. I have read about, I don't know, just over noisy. I've read just over 100 pages so far, and I'm liking it. Like this isn't gonna be like a new favorite. This isn't gonna be a 5-star read. Like I'm saying right now, I'm calling it early. This is probably a solid 3.5. But I'm enjoying it. It's a nice little like YA fantasy. I haven't done a lot of YA fantasy lately. It's been a while. But this is like, what if the Cinderella story was true and this entire town based their whole like lifestyle on it, and like girls are forced into this system of having to go to a ball to find a man, and like men claiming them, and it's very patriarchal, and our main character Sophia just doesn't want to be a part of this. She doesn't even like men. She wants to be with her best friend Erin, her girlfriend, but like they both know that like that isn't the reality of the situation. Like they can't do that if they want to survive here. Girls who don't fit the mold are not treated well in their society. So like this story is about her breaking away and building her own life the way she wants to. So I'm liking it so far. It's a nice like feminist fairy tale. So I'm like 13 chapters in. I've read about a third of the book so far. So I could finish this today if I wanted to, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not, because I do have some other things I need to get to today, since I've been basically a slug since, well, this whole month, honestly. I've been a slug because I've been sick off and on the whole month. So, but the narrator of the audiobook is Bonnie Turpin, and I love her voice. She's one of my favorite narrators. She's amazing, and I also love that I can speed her up. So, like, I've been listening at 2.5. I've just moved up to 2.7, so I'm probably gonna sit at 2.7 for the rest of the book. We'll see. I might go up to 3. Haven't decided yet. We'll see. We'll see how the day goes. But that is basically my plan for the day. Oh, I was also going to show you guys when I listen to audiobooks. I like to cross stitch if I'm like not working or doing something else. I like to cross stitch. So this is the last of my Lord of the Rings bookmarks that I'm working on, and it's like maybe 3/4 of the way done. So I'm gonna work on finishing that over the next few days, but that's the progress I've made so far. I just have a little bit left to do at the bottom here. I have to finish Gandalf because he's not fully done yet, so. And some of the like backstitching and stuff, like there's a little bit left to do, but then I'll be done. I'll have finished. Like, I have been working on these since the fall. I'll show you what I got done so far. So I did both of these. And then I did both of these. It's like a set of 5. I think my favorite one so far, though, is this one. Like, I love how that came out. It looks so cool. I don't know. So, I've been working on those. When I finish this, I do have this I could work on. I've been doing stamped because I am much more comfortable with the stamped cross stitch. I do have a book that I could do for counted cross stitch, but I am terrible at counted cross stitch. I don't know why. I always mess up something, and then the whole thing gets like ruined because you count wrong once and it throws the entire design off, and I'm not good at it. I don't know what my problem is. But this is stamped. So I do have this, and it's also Lord of the Rings, and it's so pretty. So, and this is going to take me forever. I didn't realize how big it was when I bought it. Like, I think this is going to take me some time. But, I don't know. We'll see. I haven't even opened it yet to look and see how big this is. Let's do that really quick. So now I'm just like, how big is this? Is this going to be ridiculous? I don't even know. Hold on. I'm scared I'll take it out and not be able to put it back. I just hope it comes with enough thread, because I did another little mini project that did not have enough thread, and that was with me messing up, so it was already smaller. Yeah, this is not ridiculous, but it is large. So that's going to take me months, I bet. But I'm excited about it. I'm excited to start a new project. So anyway, that was a little bit of tangent, but I have some tea now. I just cleaned my kitchen, and I think I'm going to listen to my book and work on some cross stitch for a few minutes. Yeah, and like, I will try to finish the book today, but we'll see. So I'm just tired. I need to feel better. I need this illness to go away so I can function. I think I'm going to wrap this vlog now. It is almost 5 o'clock on Sunday evening, and I really do need to finish editing this so I can have it up tomorrow. But I wanted to pop in and like do an actual conclusion because I sometimes forget that I need to finish the vlog. I am just past the halfway point in Cinderella is Dead. I don't think I'm gonna finish this tonight. I don't think I'm gonna have time, but there's a chance that I finish it either tonight or tomorrow. But I am enjoying this. I'm glad that this is where I'm ending this vlog on a hopeful note, because I feel like this is going to be a story that I end up enjoying quite a bit. I don't think it'll be a 5, but I'm really liking it. I like where it's going. Like the setup of this is very much like this terrible patriarchal society, and we're going to have these women tear it down, and that's the kind of story I need right now. So I'm glad that this is what I ended up picking up. I did get a lot of reading done over the last couple of days. I finished Eleanor of Avignon, which was a 5. I finished Noah Frye Gets Crushed, which was like a 4.5. I DNF'd If We Were Villains, which was super disappointing. and I don't know, maybe it was just that I don't feel well. Maybe I'll come back to this at some point and enjoy it. But for now, it's going back on the shelf. And that's a no for me. And I'm halfway through Cinderella is Dead, which is probably, if I had to give this a rating right now, it's a 3.5. I think, depending on the end of this book, this might either stay 3.5 or it could be a 4. I don't know yet. So I'll let you guys know once I get there. I'll make a full video review of this for my members, and the rest of you will see it when I do my monthly wrap-up. This has just been a weird time. I'm ready in some ways for February to be over, but also like time is moving too fast, and Sarah's leaving for Japan in 2 weeks, and I'm not ready, but it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog and coming along with me on my reading journey this weekend. And yeah, I hope you've had some good reads yourself this month. I hope February is treating you well. And thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Happy reading. Bye.